What's up, everybody? We're here today, Saturday at the shop. Only got one day this weekend to do something with the car. I was going to give you a little update. Got our dog here today. This is Jane. She's pretty good at chewing everything to shreds, man, and that's it. She's like a little a toy hog, man. You buy her a toy, she shreds it, and then buy her another toy. So she's here today, and we're going to give you a little update on the video. Let me throw this out real quick. So last weekend we came here and knocked some stuff out. We got our buddy here at the shop today. It's a customer of ours that he's come over and he hangs out and learns some stuff about what we do here and everything like that. I figure if there's anything I could teach, I'll pay it forward. I try to do that at all times, because when the guys that know what we're doing or whatever, when we're gone, who's going to do it, you know? So pass everything you know on. Last weekend we got a runner made finally for this side. I got the number one runner, I think it's 13572468. So number one runner is ran on tacked in place on this side, and what we did last time when I did this one, I built the whole runner, and then when I had to go to do this exhaust system, I had to fight all through that. So what I'm doing this time around is I'm going to run the one runner in place, and then I'm going to feed this exhaust down through, and I'll keep working it here. And now I have all this room to put my hand down here and work without these going in anywhere. So I'm going to knock this out today. I'm fixing to get the saw going, get a bunch of pies cut, because you can't use a short radius 90 on that, like something like this or something. You can't use these because there's just not enough room. It's going to hit that header, that runner right there. I had something else I was going to say. I forgot. Damn it, it'd be like that shit sometimes. Okay, that's what I was going to explain to you. So, what I needed to do last weekend, and I wish I would have filmed it, but I needed to get this runner to pretty much stay in this spot that its home is going to be. And I'm just going to loop right here with a bunch of pie cuts and tie this all back in. I know it's going to work. I know it's going to work. I already built it in my head. But I needed this to stay into place so I can start fitting this, not sit here and have to try to hold everything in place. What I did was, my solution to that was, I took this little plate, I cut it up real quick, drilled a couple holes in it, and this ended up bolting on the valve cover over here. You see there's these two bolts. So what I did was I bolted that to right there, and I rested that merge collector onto here, and I put two tacks on there, and I locked that merge collector in this position where it's at right here. Once I had that in place, I knew this merge collector was going to stay where it's at, so I unbolted it right there. I didn't have this runner in yet. I just had this flange bolted on and the idea of where I wanted this. So now that this was locked down where it needed to be, I was able to take this, so I didn't have to sit over here and be working and have my back all sore at the end of the day. I took everything you see here and I just sat right over here and I bolted it onto this motor right here. I bolted that merge collector onto right there, and I just peacefully sat here and listened to my cool ass music, and I just sat here and fit that one runner. Now that that one runner is fit, now I can take it over there and bolt it onto the car, and now I'm going to work on doing that exhaust. Get it fished down through there. My goal is to try to get all like 68 pie cuts down there, and try to get some of that at least in the general direction too, because this car is getting a full 3-inch exhaust with like MagnaFlow mufflers or something like that. He wants it to look stock. So we're going to make it look stock and try to sound stock for the most part. Sleeper. But that's what we're doing right now. So, and then I'll show you I'm fixing to do some pie cuts like I said. Oh, don't show that. That's not that's not, what do they call it? That's not PG. Yeah. Jane's over there licking herself. So what I do on these pipes, I gotta do a bunch of pie cuts. I run it like 9 degrees. I'll set this machine at about 9 degrees, and then I get a piece of angle, like to draw this straight line on this piece of exhaust tubing. Let me see where the angle is. I'll show you. I put it somewhere. Son of a gun. I bet if I wrote 10 millimeter on it, it would probably be in that drawer. Okay, so I'm not seeing it. All right, so what I do is I put a piece of angle on this, I rest it on there, and then I score that line that you see right there. Then come 180 degrees. So I eyeball this right here, but if I wanted to find the true measurement of the center of this, you could do 3" times like 3.14, and that will give you inches. You can just divide that in half, and I believe that gives you circumference of the pipe, and then you can just add that in divide it in half, and then measure from this line over, and then I would put a mark and then measure from this line over, and then see if they line up. And that would probably be the scientific way to finding the center of that pipe, just with using a tape measure. But if you eyeball it, that's what I do, man. I eyeball everything. It looks pretty dang close. I'll ride with that. So then, now that I have those 2 marks like that, I get my little piece here, and I'll put that there, just like that. And then again, eyeball it. I just want to keep that pipe straight up and down. I want to see that line. And I'll set it right over there, put your clamp in place, and then go to town. Once you make your first cut, this first piece, I generally, because it's got a 90 on one side, so I generally will like set that one to the side, because I just want all the pies. And then I'll make a cut, spin this thing till you see this line over here. Cut it, spin it again. Cut it, spin it again. Just same thing. Boom, boom, boom. I'll crank out a whole bunch of these. I'll keep them, throw them right in the bucket, and then I'm going to give them to Christina here, and she'll deburr everything, and we'll get the fucking cranking on this car and get a cool ass looking exhaust system done. Got to get some O2 bungs put on it, V-bands and all that good stuff. Just the downpipes. I want to get the downpipes made. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make like a full downpipe all the way to the exhaust. I think I'm going to have to do a V-band, like with some flex, and then another V-band down in there, because I need to be able to get this up into there. I want it to where everything we build is easily accessible. You don't have to fight much. I don't want to fight it, so it wouldn't be fair for me to pass it on to somebody else for them to fight. That's wrong. So I'm gonna do it that way. And then that's about it for right now, I think, man. I'm gonna get a bunch of these cranked out, and then I'll probably reverse it, and then we'll do some more footage and go from there. All right.